All right, good morning, everyone. We're going to start today's media availability with our top 4 NASCAR Camping World Truck Series Championship contenders. Dillon will join us in a moment, but we have James Buescher, driver of the number 31 Great Clips Chevrolet, trailing Dillon in second place by a single point. Martinsville hometown hero Timothy Peters, driver of the number 17 Strutmasters.com Toyota, trailing in third, 26 points. And Peters' teammate Parker Kligerman, driver of the number 7 Camp Horse and Around Toyota Tundra, in fourth, trailing by 34 points. We'll go ahead and start with you guys and give us a little bit of information on what sticks out to you guys in this championship hunt with 4 races to go.
Hello? Hello?
We're working.
There we go. Well, I'm sad Ty's not here because I'm just wondering which one of these guys is ready to finish second. To at least for a Red Horse truck.
Oh, wow. That's
Okay.
Nice. That's a good point. No, what I like about coming back is that it's home for me. And, you know, you look how tight the championship battle is, and, you know, everybody that's up here has ran good all year. These 2 guys ran good in the spring, but we were pretty decent too. We went to Motor Mile last week and tested, and we felt really good about our improvement to come back to give us championship battle a run for its money. So, you know, the key here is to take care of your equipment, take care of your brakes, and as Bobby Hamilton always said, if you keep the fenders on it, you finish on the lead lap, you'll have a good finish.
James?
Yeah, pretty much the same thing as Timothy. I feel like it's going to be an exciting race. You know, I'm looking forward to getting on track here. You know, 2 weeks off going into the 4-race stretch is you anticipate it for a while. So we had a good run here in the spring, best we've ever ran here, and I feel like we've improved on our package for here. We tested Motor Mile also, and I feel good about it. I think our Great Clip Chevy should be pretty good. We'll figure it out here in practice in about an hour and go from there.
So the question is, what sticks out with the last 4 races to go?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this weekend. We had a great run here last race, and struggled a little bit in practice, and then we kind of hit on a setup, and really turned out to be a good race for us. So we also went and tested Motor Mile like a lot of the teams did, and just tuned on our setup a little bit, and so we'll look for today, and hopefully we'll be fast again. But just biggest obstacle going forward is just going to be executing and trying to win races, and hopefully nothing goes wrong, and we can battle this thing out to the end.
Okay, we'll go ahead and open up for questions. Raise your name, state your name and affiliation. We'll get a wireless mic to you. We'll start in the back there with Woody.
Woody Kane at the MRN. Timothy, just want to get you to talk a little bit more about racing here and what a victory here would mean to you after everything you've been through in this area and growing up here around here and racing here. Just how much more special would it be to get a victory at this place compared to any other?
It's always special if you could go to victory lane here. Number one, the history of the place, and, you know, my hero growing up was DW, so he pretty much ruled here in Bristol. So, you know, to join the win column of people like that have won and winning my first race here, that's pretty special within itself. You know, with that said, it's, you know, this is the start of the Final Four into Homestead, and, you know, obviously that it's going to be a tight battle when the checker flag drops. But for me, this is more momentum, more confidence starting this 4 weeks at home. So I feel better than ever about this race than I have in a long time. We had a good run here in the spring. We just missed it a little bit, and we still finished really good with a top 5 finish. So we tested in preparation and learned from our mistakes, and we left Motor Mile with a good feeling. So can't wait to get out on the track and see what happens today.
We'll go up here to Mike.
Mike Hembry, Speed.com. Ty, the way the schedule's set up, it's unusual for you guys to run 4 events in a row in 4 weeks. Talk about the difference there, and particularly with it leading to the championship. Does it require more preparation, more trucks prepared ahead, so forth? How about all that?
I'm looking forward to it. You know, it's kind of not very fun to race a week, then have 2 weeks off, and race a week, or race 2 weeks in a row, and then have weekends off. I like to try and get in a rhythm, and I think it really helps our race program with being able to be prepared. And our guys have been working so hard at the shop that I think everything's ready for this final stretch, and we're going to go hit it hard with all we got. So I'm looking forward to it. I know we got some good trucks coming forward, including this one that we're running here, so I'm ready for it.
Okay, we'll continue with questions.
Brian Nelson, Motor Racing Network. For James, can you talk a little bit about climbing up back into the contention for the championship here? And it seems like your strength has been these mile-and-a-half tracks. The next 3 after this weekend really seem to, or must appeal to you as you try to close the deal here.
Yeah, I mean, we had our ups and downs this season, and we at one point we're 40 back, and then closed it back up, and then lost some, and closed it back up. So, we went into Talladega 1 point back and came out of Talladega 1 point back. So, that was the wild card race, and we didn't lose any points. But I think I'm looking forward to this race just as much as I am next week at Texas. We had a strong run, like I said, here in the spring, and finished third. So I feel like we have a truck that's capable of winning here on a short track, and we've been good on the other style tracks. We've just been better on the mile-and-a-halves. In Texas, being my home track next week, is definitely a place we're circling on the schedule that we feel like we've been in position to win a few races there and haven't been able to. So, and it's another mile-and-a-half, and it fits our program, like you said. But I feel good about all 4 of them that we have coming up, and I think we can have a strong run at every one of them.
Go over to Damien.
Damien Sorla, Danville Registrar B for Timothy. You said back in 2011 when Butch was brought on board that he came on board for 2 reasons. 1, to help you win a championship, and 2, to get you another win here at Martinsville based on his history here at the track. How far have you two come along in getting close to that victory here at Martinsville, which could spring you toward a championship?
I think we're prepared better than ever. We got the bullet in the chamber. We're just waiting until the checker flag falls.
Claire B. Lang, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. For Ty, how do you keep your rhythm in between races when you're running for a championship and you're not racing every weekend?
I just keep racing. We have a dirt team, and I went out to Portsmouth, Ohio, and ran the Dirt Track World Championships with the Lucas Oil Dirt Series last week, and just try and stay busy and keep behind the wheel of something. So that's kind of the fix to my addiction of racing, is to keep racing. So keeps my mind off everything going on here and keeps me sharp. So I just fixed my racing habit with more racing.
Go there in the back.
Seth Livingstone, NASCAR.com. For James and for Parker, I look across here, and you guys are all basically young guns, but there's a lot of veterans still out there. You're racing guys like, Hornaday and Skinner, guys like that. Do you guys have go-to guys, if you will, among the veterans and guys that you talk to? And if so, what do you go to them about?
I mean, you can go to guys like Hornaday and guys like Bodine and get advice from them and stuff. And I've done that a lot in the past. I feel like I've learned a lot over the last couple of years in the trucks, and I go to them less and less now. But they're still good friends of mine, and you can go to them, but I wouldn't say that I've gone to them very much this year.
I'm just glad you called on me because I drank coffee earlier this morning. I'm literally about to jump out of this chair. So I'm thriving with energy right now. Actually, one of the guys I've gone to is my teammate, Todd Bodine. For about last year and a half, he was a big mentor of mine, and he was a big reason I was able to come over to Red Horse. And he's just been a go-to guy for me to give me tons of advice on and off the track, as well as Timothy, for coming here to Martinsville. At Motor Mile, we went and tested, and I relied a lot on Timothy to figure out a lot of things I was doing wrong and how to improve. And so, you just have to take what you can from those guys, and, if they're willing to help you. But at the end of the day, you have to figure it out yourself. And if you don't put their advice to good use or use it, it won't be worth anything.
Okay, any further questions? Back to Brian.
Brian Nelson, MRN again for Parker. So your opening statement was, who's ready to finish second? But you sit fourth in points right now with 4 to go. what's the strategy? How are you going to make it happen?
Well, this is not working. Hello? You got it? Okay. You know, I have a running joke this year. I've been fired twice this year, so I've got nothing to lose. Sitting fourth, being a wild card, being a part of this team, being 34 points out, the way we need to go about it with the way the point situation is that we need to gain about 8 points per race to be tied in Homestead. I feel like if we went in there 5 to 8, putting the pressure on these guys in front of us, it's possible, it's doable. But at the end of the day, we're here to win races, lead laps, and have fun with it. And if we can catch them, we can catch them. If we don't, we don't.
Any further questions? Okay, Mike?
This is for the caffeinated guy over there, because you're not drinking the coffee we're got in here.
Oh, man, believe me, I'm about to jump out of this place. Let's go.
Okay, NASCAR is looking at going to Eldora with a truck, or they're messing around with trucks and dirt and stuff like that. And maybe Ty can jump in on this thing, too. What do you think about that? Does that sound like a really wacky idea, or does that sound like hey, shake up the series a little bit?
Well, dirt racing for me, I've only done 2 dirt races in my life, which was ARCA, and I won them both. So I kind of look at it as, hey, let's go do it. I said I'd never do a dirt race again because I have a perfect record, but I guess Ty is the better question because he was the only one invited to the test. So let's see what he thought of driving a truck around dirt.
I wasn't at a test. What are you talking about?
Funny, I wonder if we'd all get a test day if we were all going.
I don't know. I think it'd be exciting for the series. I think it opens up a whole new venue for fans at a racetrack. I think it's a real dirt track instead of a horse racing track. So it'll be a little bit different. But I'm looking forward to it if we do it. So I think everybody in NASCAR, it'll be a great show if it does happen. And hopefully it'll benefit us. Do a lot of dirt racing, but I'm sure all the drivers will love it. Everybody loves when they go on dirt. And hopefully it'll open up a whole new chapter for NASCAR, something new and something great.
Yeah, something to add with that, just that, adding on to him, I think any diversification of our schedule is really, enhancing our series. In a lot of ways, I feel like, adding a road course, adding a dirt track, when you have a well-rounded champion like that, you can consider that guy to be a really well-rounded race car driver. And I think, adding dirt racing, adding road courses, that only adds to that.
Any further questions? Ty, I'll go ahead and ask you one more question. You have the potential to win the Rookie of the Year honors and capture a championship, which no one has done before. What does that mean to you and say about you and your team at RCR?
It means a lot. We did it last year in the ARC series, and I have most of the same guys that did it in that series too, that are working on this team. So I got a tight knit group of guys, and I know that these guys, all their guys on their team, they're all close together. So I think everybody together wants to do it for their guys and do it for the people that are working so hard behind the scenes, and especially for us being a rookie team, first year in the series, traveling to all these new tracks. And if we could go out and win a championship, I think it'd say a lot for us as a long-run team, hopefully make it to the Sprint Cup one day. And it'd mean a lot to me and my family to not only be a rookie and champion the same year, but back-to-back with brothers would mean more to me, I think, than anything. So going to give it all we got, and we'll see what happens.
Any further questions? All right, guys, good luck. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, you all. Guys. Appreciate it. Enjoy the show.